Your neighbors have reported something about you to the authorities, and the details are absolutely chilling. This isn't a joke or some made-up story. This is a serious spiritual warning that you need to hear right now. They claim you've been doing things that could change your entire life forever. The report they've filed contains accusations that will shock you to your core. But here's what they don't know. The divine has already seen this attack coming from miles away. You've been guided to this message at exactly the right moment, because spiritual warfare is happening around you. Watch this fast, because your protection depends on understanding what's really going on. The truth will set you free, but first, you need to know what you're up against. These neighbor reports to authorities aren't just gossip or small talk. They can completely destroy your peace, your reputation, and your future. When authorities get involved based on false information, everything changes instantly. Your home could be searched, your privacy invaded, and your life turned upside down before you even know what hit you. This is spiritual warfare at its worst, using people you trusted as weapons against your destiny. The enemy knows you're growing stronger spiritually, and this is a desperate attempt to stop your progress. The accusations are designed to make you doubt yourself, isolate you from others, and break your connection with the divine. But the most chilling part is how coordinated this attack really is. Multiple neighbors didn't just randomly decide to report you. There's a darker force orchestrating all of this behind the scenes. If you need immediate divine protection against these false accusations, type "protect me" right now in the comments. The angels are standing ready to create a shield around you, but they need your permission to act. This isn't the time to be shy or hesitant. Your spiritual safety is on the line. The divine has already prepared a defense for you, but you must activate it by declaring your need for protection. Type "protect me" now and feel the spiritual armor surrounding you instantly. The reports your neighbors have filed contain details that will make your blood run cold. They're claiming you've been involved in activities that could ruin your reputation forever. But here's what's really happening. You've been growing spiritually, and your light has been shining brighter than ever before. The enemy can't stand to see you rising higher, so he's using the people closest to you as weapons. Your neighbors have been influenced by dark forces they don't even understand. They think they're being good citizens, but they're actually being used in a spiritual attack against your destiny. The timing isn't random either. This is happening right as you're about to break through to your next level. The devil knows he's losing his grip on you, so he's pulling out all the stops to try to bring you down through false accusations and lies. Like this video right now to claim divine protection over your situation. By hitting that like button, you're declaring that you stand with the truth and reject every lie spoken against you. You're stepping into spiritual warfare survival mode, and this simple action activates heavenly forces on your behalf. The divine alignment happening through this warning message is no accident. You're being prepared for complete victory over these false reports. What you're experiencing isn't just nosy neighbors or community drama. This is full-scale spiritual warfare. The enemy uses people who live close to you because they have the most access to your daily life and can make their lies seem believable. They watch your comings and goings. They notice when you're home or away, and they twist innocent activities into something sinister. This is exactly what happened to righteous people throughout history. Think about how false witnesses came forward against Jesus, or how enemies tried to destroy Daniel through lies and accusations. The same spiritual forces that attacked them are now attacking you. But here's the good news. Just like God defended His people then, He's going to defend you now. The reason this is happening is because you're a threat to the kingdom of darkness. Your prayers, your faith, your spiritual growth, it's all making the enemy nervous, so he's trying to stop you. Through your own neighbors. Type 777 in the comments to receive divine justice over this situation. The number 777 represents God's perfect completion and divine intervention. Archangel Michael says, "I will defend those who call upon the name of the Lord." Against false accusers, when you type these numbers, you're activating supernatural justice that will expose every lie and reveal the truth. The clarity you need is coming, and everyone involved in this situation will soon see what's really happening. Divine justice never fails. If you want to express your support for this ministry and receive additional spiritual covering, you can give super thanks with contributions up to $50. Every gift creates a spiritual exchange that brings more divine protection over your life situation. The specific accusations your neighbors are making will shock you, but you need to know what you're dealing with. They're claiming you've been acting strangely, having too many visitors, staying up late with lights on, and making unusual noises. Some are even saying you're involved in activities that could be dangerous to the community. They're describing your prayer time as suspicious behavior, your worship music as disturbing noise, and your spiritual guests as potential threats. The most chilling part is how they're twisting your blessings into curses when good things happen in your life. They're reporting it as evidence of illegal activity. When you're peaceful and joyful, they're calling it suspicious. When you're prospering, they're assuming you must be doing something wrong. This is exactly how spiritual attacks work. The enemy takes your greatest strengths and tries to make them look like weaknesses. Your spiritual gifts are being weaponized against you by people who don't understand the supernatural realm you operate in. But here's what your neighbors and the authorities don't know. Divine intervention has already been activated on your behalf. The moment they filed those reports, heaven's alarm system went off. Angels have been dispatched to your location, and supernatural evidence is being prepared to prove your innocence. God has a way of turning the enemy's weapons against him, and that's exactly what's happening here. The same reports that were meant to destroy you are going to become the very things that establish your credibility and expose the lies. Authorities who investigate you will find nothing but evidence of your good character and righteous living. In fact, some of the investigators assigned to your case will end up being blessed by your testimony. And witness, the divine doesn't just defend his people. He uses their trials to advance his kingdom. Your persecution is about to become your promotion, and your accusers are about to become your witnesses. Type "truth prevails" in the comments to activate divine justice over every false word spoken against you. When you declare this phrase, you're calling heaven's court into session on your behalf. God sees every lie, hears every false accusation, and knows the real truth about your heart and character. The same power that confused the enemies of Daniel is now working to confuse those who have reported false things about you. Watch how quickly the truth rises to the surface. The authorities who investigate these reports are going to be shocked by what they actually find. Instead of discovering the terrible things your neighbors claimed, they're going to find evidence of your good character, your peaceful lifestyle, and your positive impact on the community. The divine has already begun influencing the investigation process in ways that will surprise everyone involved. Some of the officers assigned to your case will leave with a completely different understanding of who you really are. They'll see through the lies and recognize the spiritual attack for what it is. The supernatural evidence that emerges will be so clear that even skeptics won't be able to deny it. Your accusers will be left embarrassed and exposed, while you'll be vindicated in front of everyone who doubted you. The truth has a way of making itself known, especially when heaven gets involved. The real reason your neighbors felt compelled to report you has nothing to do with genuine concern for the community. They've been influenced by spiritual forces of jealousy, fear, and manipulation that they don't even understand. Some of them are bothered by the peace and joy you carry because it reminds them of what's missing in their own lives. Others have been whispering among themselves, creating stories and building false narratives about your activities. The enemy has been planting seeds of suspicion in their minds. Every time they see you prospering or thriving, your rising spiritual energy has been affecting the atmosphere around your home. And people who aren't walking in the light feel uncomfortable in your presence. They can't explain why they feel convicted or uneasy around you. So they assume you must be doing something wrong. This is exactly how persecution begins, through misunderstanding and spiritual blindness. Type vindication to claim complete divine justice and clearing of your name. This word carries the power of heaven's courtroom and declares that every false accusation will be overturned. When you type this word, you're activating supernatural forces that will restore your reputation and bring shame to those who have spoken lies against you. Your vindication isn't just coming, it's already been decreed in the spiritual realm. Now watch it manifest in the natural world. Right now, you need to activate specific spiritual protection protocols over your home, family, and situation. First, walk around your property and pray for angelic guards to be stationed at every corner. Ask for confusion to come upon anyone who approaches your home with wrong intentions. Second, play worship music in your house to keep the spiritual atmosphere pure and drive away any demonic influences your neighbors might be unknowingly carrying. Third, anoint your door frames with oil and pray Psalm 91 over your dwelling place. Fourth, when authorities come to investigate, greet them with kindness and confidence, knowing that divine favor goes before you. Don't argue or get defensive. Let your peaceful spirit and clean conscience do the talking. The angels are already preparing supernatural evidence that will prove your innocence. Your job is to stay calm, stay prayerful, and watch God work on your behalf. Remember, those who trust in the Lord will never be put to shame. The outcome of this entire situation is going to shock everyone involved, including your accusers. Not only will you be completely cleared of all false charges, but the investigation will actually strengthen your reputation in the community. Authorities will publicly acknowledge that the reports were unfounded and based on misunderstandings. Your neighbors who participated in this attack will be forced to face the truth about their actions and the lies they believed. Some of them will even come to apologize once they realize how wrong they were. The supernatural protection over your life will become so obvious that even unbelievers will have to admit that God is with you. This trial that was meant to destroy you will actually become a testimony of divine faithfulness. Your story will encourage others who face similar spiritual attacks, and your victory will inspire faith in everyone who hears about it. This attack against you isn't just about persecution. It's about preparation for your next level of spiritual authority. God allows His chosen ones to go through trials that test their faith and prove their character to the world. Just like Joseph was falsely accused before becoming second in command in Egypt, your false accusations are preparing you for a promotion in the kingdom. The enemy thought he could stop your destiny by turning your neighbors against you. But God is using this very attack to establish your credibility and expand your influence. People who hear your story will know that you've been tested and proven faithful under pressure. Your ability to forgive your accusers and maintain your peace during this storm will demonstrate the supernatural character that lives inside you. This trial is actually a graduation ceremony. You're being promoted from victim to victor, from accused to advocate for others facing similar attacks. Divine protection surrounds you completely as this situation unfolds exactly according to God's perfect plan. Every lie spoken against you is already being exposed by the light of truth. Every false accusation is crumbling under the weight of supernatural evidence that proves your innocence. You are covered by the blood of Jesus, surrounded by warrior angels, and defended by the very throne of heaven. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises in judgment will be condemned. Your vindication is complete. Your reputation is restored, and your enemies are silenced. Victory belongs to you in Jesus' name.